So much has happened in the past few months, and I have so much to talk about and share with you. So in this video I will share a few moments with you from August until October that were of great importance to me. In the early summer I spent a whole week on the Dutch island of Texel together with my husband and daughter, and I gained so much new inspiration and renewed my love for the earth and everything that inhabits her, that when I returned back home I had a lot of new ideas and projects in my head. Brenda, a close friend of my husband, knew the perfect place to build a sweat lodge, and it was only 10 minutes from our home, and this would also be the place where I am going to give my Seidr trainings. So at the end of August we went there to build a sweat lodge with a group of friends. Building a sweat lodge is a very intensive process, and it took the whole day for us to build it. And right here you see that we are blessing the holes that we have dug in the ground to place the poles of the sweat lodge in with mugwort. And mugwort, or bijvoet in Dutch, is a very ancient and sacred herb. And we also placed some other herbs in the holes, and also hairs and other things to bless this place and give thanks. And as soon as we had blessed the ground, the actual building process of the sweat lodge could start. And we did that by placing large willow branches in the holes in the ground and by bending them gently, and not too fast because then they would break. And this is a very fun and interesting and also loving process. Building a sweat lodge is not just simply building it with your hands and your body. It is a quite complex process which takes 8 to 10 hours and sometimes more. So you really have to keep an eye on everybody in your team because you're functioning as a team. That everybody is feeling okay, and building a sweat lodge means that you are in constant contact with each other and with the ground that you're on, and you have to ask permission to the land spirits to build a sweat lodge there and to make it into a holy place, which it already was, but now you're going to ask as humans to the spirits attached to the place to be there, and to be there more often than just that moment.
Vuurkind dans, vuurkind, jij bent mij.
We finished building the sweat lodge early in the evening, around 7 o'clock, and then we made a fire for all the stones to warm them, because we wanted to initiate the sweat lodge on this location on the same evening. In the sweat lodge we worked with the ancestors and the land spirit of that location, and we also sang songs and drummed for Odin, and it was a very beautiful and calm sweat lodge, and I felt so energized after I got out. The days after the sweat lodge, I felt so much energy and inspiration that I started working on a project that I had been wanting to work on for a very long time. And in a couple of days I designed and made my own version of the Northwest European Wheel of the Year, which we are also going to work with in my Seidr trainings. Hey guys! So I'm standing with the finished Wheel of the Year right now. and I'm so happy with how it turned out. And this is, I designed this because to make visual or to visualize how I work with the seasons and how I work as a Seidr practitioner, but also to use it as a foundation for my Seidr training. So if you are going to follow one of my Seidr trainings, this is what you will learn about. And of course there's much more than that, but you could view this as a map of how to practice Seidr in a way. If you are hearing this noise, that's my guinea pigs fighting a little bit. Anyway, everything is on. I'm going to do my camera like this. So everything that I'm going to teach you about in my Seidr trainings is on the Wheel of the Year. All of the worlds are on this map. Right here in the direction of the north is Niflheim, with one of the 3 holy wells, the Velkelmir. And I have written in Dutch, but of course if you are in the international training, I'm going to explain everything in English as well. And I'm also wanting to make this foundation, the Wheel of the Year, into a print that you get for free if you are one of my students, but also to as a print to place it in my Etsy shop. And I'm going to ask my dear friend Johanna Polla to help me with that, because her style of drawing and also her ability to draw and solve pictures makes her perfect to draw the Wheel of the Year like this, which is also an unsolved map of the universe of the Seidr practitioner, if that makes sense. So all of the runes are on here as well, and if you are familiar with the runes, you might have noticed already that the ones over here, these 8, they don't belong to the 24 Futag runes, but these are Anglo-Saxon and Anglo-Frisian. And my husband and I always work with those as well, which is also referred to as Hell's At sometimes. But now I'm going into teacher mode and I just wanted to make this video to give you a bit of behind the scenes of what I'm up to with Mirkrida at the moment. So I'm going to save the whole explanation of this foundation of my Seidr practice, for inside of the course if you are going to follow the course. So that's it for this video, and I'm going to wrap it up now, and I hope that you enjoyed this little behind the scenes video and this little peek into my life as a practitioner of Seidr. So please let me know what you think of this video, and thank you so much for watching. I see you soon. Bye now.